This is the house I've just bought, so this was when we did the initial viewing. I'm just doing a wee voiceover for it because I was mainly arguing with my children to not run onto the road. So this is the garden. So it didn't actually look that bad. It turned out to be a bit worse than it looked. Obviously there was quite a lot of rubbish, gutters, some of them were needing put back up, and there was, like blocked drains and stuff like that. I think some of the soffit boards had fallen down a bit as well. Just generally quite dirty. You can see where the drain's gone over there. Bit of an ugly back door. That's actually, we're a few weeks on and it's still to be changed. And the kitchen, it didn't actually, well, the ceiling, we're going to paint that white. We ended up keeping a lot of the kitchen and just painting the units, just because it wasn't actually that bad. It was kind of that annoying in-betweeny stuff that you're like, oh, do I want to spend maybe £8,000 on a new kitchen or keep going with this? So we've gone for keep going with it because there was quite a lot of other unexpected bits in this property, so minimised the cost there. It just looked like it needed redecoration really, but it's quite big. It's 128 square meters, so it took quite a long time to get it all painted. I quite like some of the wallpapers that were on, but like there was holes in the walls everywhere and stuff like that. Like it just couldn't have kept them even if we were wanting to. And just stupid stuff. See this door, I didn't notice at the time, it's actually got the word bitch written on it. So I had to get rid of stuff like that. Even like the radiators, they look kind of fine when you just have a first look, but then they've actually all needed repainted as well. There was just bits of various bright colours. They obviously repainted quite often in here in lots of bright colours, so that's all over the radiators. This room was really weird. It had quite a sticky paint on the walls. It was really quite tricky to get something that would adhere to it. I don't know what they'd used really. So this bathroom, we've pretty much kept it. It's getting a new shower and silly things like it was missing the plug thing for the sink. Obviously I had to deal with all the mould everywhere. It wasn't actually just the bathroom that was mouldy. There was quite a lot of mould in other bits of the property as well, which I hadn't really realised when we first viewed it. Again, like all these doors have ended up having to be painted, and in the cupboard. It's got a really weird layout, this property. The corridor goes on for miles.
Oh, it just keeps going on and on, isn't it?
It didn't appear to have that much furniture to remove, but I think we're on the 5th or so tip run with a trailer, which is really annoying because you've got to book it all in separately.
Magical special bit in there, is it?
And then silly things. And this is again quite a cool wallpaper. Like these high up windows all need redone, and they've all obviously leaked. All the light fittings had to be changed, and then here was the. So again, we got quite a lot of rubbish left that we had to get rid of. This board needed changed. Obviously, look, green bathroom suite. Not seen one of those for a while. Was quite tempted to keep it, but we won't. And just silly things like that. Door needs changed as well. Obviously, those horrible brown internal ones needed changed as well. Yeah, pretty ugly. That's just the outside of it. I think this might be from the particulars. Yeah, because that was it when it was neater. So it had been for sale for maybe a year and a half before I got it. The garden looked a lot nicer then. It's a bit of an overgrown thing at the moment. Yeah, big house. Funny layout. I made it look not too bad in the photos. I think it was maybe, like you think you would maybe get away with the flooring and stuff, but almost all of them there was like just a wee bit of damage somewhere or something going on, and the end of the day it was easier just to get the flooring guy just to do the whole thing. Behind all those units as well, it was all mouldy. They'd had a fish tank, yeah, there it is, plumbed in, which was a disaster. It was, see, the top bit was about 50 kilos to move, and it's really difficult when you've not got like a kind of gang of people there trying to get that moved out. And I mean, it's still in the garden actually. Need to get rid of that. I thought maybe I should have just put it for sale or something that somebody could just pick it up. Yeah, quite a lot of crap in the garden, and it's, you know, like all this overgrown stuff. Yeah, there's one of our trailers full of rubbish. More mould. Spent a lot of time removing mould. Obviously a lot of cleaning had to happen. There was a load of sticky tape as well around the windows, and I don't know, maybe because it had been empty for a year and a half, it just wouldn't come off in like one piece. It was just like all these tiny bits, and it took probably a couple of days worth of people scraping at it. All these things you don't really estimate for when you're planning your time. That was us starting to strip the wallpaper, finding more holes in the wall. They liked their purple paint in this house. I'm not quite sure what they were thinking with the kind of purple and brown theme. This bathroom was just full of holes, like they had so much stuff stuck over holes. It's like the world's most ugly door. And the world's most ugly bathroom. The bathroom fitter was actually like, I just showed him photos of that. He was like, oh, how long's it been empty for? I was like, a year and a half. He was like, no, it's been empty for like 30 years. I don't think that maybe anybody's been in that part of the house. Oh yeah, even though the light switches, they had sticky stuff on them, so I've just changed all those face plates. So it's a bit of wallpaper appreciation. A bit sentimental that way. I kind of liked some of them. See, they're quite cute, aren't they? Back to my ugly bathroom. Sorry, it's not really in much order. I just put all my ones of this cottage in a folder and then just popped them into the video maker. So I think some of these we've maybe seen before. Funnily enough, these ones weren't in the particulars of the green bathroom. Yeah, there's some of me mould behind all those units, so that took quite a bit of getting off. Oh, and there's us getting the keys eventually. And then the sign at the front, like even that, like it's kind of past it. Or cracks to the window sill. Is that the sill? I don't know. Surrounds. Happy days when I got the keys. So this is us about 2 weeks in, so we've got somebody coming to replace this door. This bit's still a wee bit undecided as to whether we can change the layout and stuff. This was like a doorway through when it was 2 cottages. Got the old fuse box, but we still haven't found a meter. I think it must be next door in the other cottage. Not really touched this room yet because just keeping all our stuff in here. This one's had a first coat pretty much, just got to finish the edging. Painted most of the skirting board yesterday until I ran out of paint. There's like a load of little things, like this door is like pretty disgusting. I'm gonna end up painting most of the doors as well. The bathroom, it doesn't look much better to be honest, but There's been an awful lot of bathroom stickers, and they had like loads of like shelves and stuff, so I've started filling all those holes, and actually it looks better than I thought it was going to look, so hoping to get away with that. Gonna see if I can get a shower put in. Still got all this sticky stuff to come off. Need to lift all these sticky floor tiles and the laminate, because the carpet guys are coming a week today, or maybe a week tomorrow. This room's been bugging me. This is the smallest bedroom, but I don't know what the walls were. They were covered in kiddies' stickers, but it was quite hard to get paint to stick to it. So this has actually already had 2 coats, but it'll need a third. And this door, I just wish I could stop closing it because I need a screwdriver to open it. So I need to get that fixed. Still not getting any lights up this end of the corridor. This room, I've painted around the windows. Had two coats already because it was brown before, and this was all covered in mould. So I've done a lot of cleaning there. We're still a wee bit stripy in here. It's just had 1 coat. Oh god, and loads of bits were like above radiators where it's all wibbly wallpaper I've had to sort. Still got a bunk bed here because our tip will only let you take 3 of each thing if you have a trailer. It's a bit of a pain in the arse. This door's been a bit of a pain as well. It's been like a load of things in here covered in sticky tape, which has been really hard to kind of, I don't know, the word's delaminated. Yeah, but I mean there's been like sticky tape on the ceilings, around the windows, just like really random places. Kitchen. So I've started to give the ceiling a paint. I need to get the window resealed. Hoping to replace this door because it's really ugly. And again, that's brown wood, so I've painted that white. It's just had the first coat. And then behind here and stuff, let me see if I can get a wee skim coat of plaster on, I think. I need to remove this fridge, it's all plumbed in, and see what the wall's like. So I've got a load of sticky stuff on a lot of the tiles. Need to get rid of this horrible cooker. Started doing some fillering. Like, I took off all the lining, the wallpaper here, and then there was mainly like big holes in the wall, so not fun. This room, I've painted the ceiling twice, so the ceiling's looking alright. I think my skirting boards are finished. This fish tank's been a bit of a pain in the arse because it's really heavy to move. It's still got water in it. It's really like stale, mouldy water. And but it's all been plumbed in and everything, so I've got like stuff sticking out my ceiling through there that was plumbing this in. So yeah, I need to advertise it. If somebody wants it for free, come and take it, please. So this patio door, half the double glazing bit's gone, so I've got a guy coming out to look at that. The garden, this has actually had quite a lot of work done to it. There was like a base for decking and sand pits and stuff like that, so I've dug a whole load of wood out the back. We've trimmed it all. We've removed like a whole trailer's worth of stuff already. You couldn't really notice it. Can't understand, right? The garden's that way, and that's the patio door that opens. Like, why wouldn't you have the patio door near the garden that opens? It's a bit weird. I've not unlocked this today, so just show you from it here. Yeah, it's Baltic. We've had the boiler guy, he was going to come around the other day, and then he didn't come, and then he was going to come the next day, didn't come, then he came and it needs a new pump, so he was going to see if he can get one, so I've given him a key and I hope he comes back. Because I keep thinking, oh, I need to get more electric heaters along, but yeah, I'm like, no, not if the guy's coming back. It's not really worth me going and spending a couple of hours doing that. This bin as well, it's not got a lid, so I started, there was just loose things in the bottom of it, so I got the water out, started putting it in that bin bag, and then I realised like it was all like little bags of dog poo that had kind of like disintegrated, so it was all like dog shitty water. It's like a glamorous life being a landlord, isn't it? Doing up properties. So this was all shiny wood, so this has had 2 coats now. Just hoping it dries because I really need the heating working so that my paint starts drying. But yeah, that's about where we are at the moment. So yeah, like slowly getting there. Is that starting to lift up the flooring for the carpet guys come in, but they're a bit delayed. This is the first coat on the gutters at the front. We've not had the weather to continue. And here's the kitchen. It is a kitchen paint. It's not gone on really well, I think, again because the boiler's not working. So we've tried like electric heaters, but if you leave them on it gets too hot. If you don't have them on it's too cold. So there's a hole in one of the roof tiles. This was when I was starting to sand the gutters and things. This was actually, that's not ours, is it? That's IKEA. Is that IKEA? Yeah. This is my IKEA pictures. Yeah. I can't even remember what we ended up buying from IKEA. Not a kitchen anyway. And we were kind of looking about at colours and stuff like that, because that drawer unit's actually quite good and stuff. And I had a guy around and we were like looking at the handles and things, and I was like, I'm just buying like essentially the same handles but new. Seems a bit silly. Oh yeah, the last owner, she's left us like all the instruction books and stuff, which is quite nice. This was me trying to get similar door handles again. Yeah, somebody's scrolled help in the tiles in that ugly bathroom. There's a load of mould around this window, so that's been leaking quite a lot. Not even sure what I was trying to photograph here, to be honest. Oh yeah, this will just remind me what we were using where. Yeah, the floor showroom guide, but I can't even remember which ones we chose. I don't know. I seem to have got some random photos stuck in here too. Here's my fish tank again. I didn't know that a fish tank could cause so much grief, like. We're back to a wee bit of before pictures. I'm not quite sure why. And during. Yeah, more during pictures. The corridor was a bit annoying, like, because half the lights weren't working. So I had to have all those changed. Yeah, my dad's a bit obsessed with dust sheets. I was like, why am I trying to protect these floors from dust sheets? Like, it's ridiculous, isn't it? So it's the start of January now. There doesn't feel like there's been much progress because everybody's been off over Christmas. The carpets and floors got delayed. Still got a load of stuff to go. That fish tank was a nightmare to move. I think the top bit was maybe 50 kilos or something. And obviously break if we drop it. I've got a scrap guy coming to pick up the trampoline and some of the white goods. But again, it's the start, it's the 4th today. So everybody's just starting back. Got some light fittings up. The fireplace had fireplace restorer, so that was a dirty job. Got a blind up in here. Quite like that. Still need to do a bit more behind the radiators and stuff like that. Like, there's loads of bits where like they got painted before. These sticky tiles are a nightmare to get up. so the flooring comes down. Kitchen, we started painting the cupboards, mainly because it's going to take so long to get a new kitchen. So we need to make it look better in the meantime. Front door's been painted. Got some new doors arrived. Everywhere's had at least 2 coats now. I think this one might need a third. Kind of looks alright during the day. But I came in one evening and it looked a bit streaky. Yeah, light fittings are the main thing that's happened really. Still got a load of dirt on things like this to deal with. This cupboard's getting a new door. I'm not sure whether to just change all the light switches and plugs. The bathroom has had literally hours spent on it. It's all been what's it called? The grout pins. Took hours and bits needed re-grouted and stuff. Yeah, the ceiling's had a few coats now with the anti-mould paint, but it doesn't, I don't know, it's not got very good coverage. Loft hatches and things have been painted now. Wasn't sure whether to leave that light fitting or not, so we've got a new light fitting, but I don't know. One of those like silly little decisions that you end up procrastinating over. Yeah, this is kind of the state of a lot of the plugs. Like, they're not terrible, but if you start cleaning them, it takes like ages by the time you work out how many plugs there are. More new light fittings. I've spent an age up a ladder here. Painting around this window and all the bit up there. Now I need to seal that window. And again, like more just stuff that doesn't come off very easily. And through to the area of doom. I had my plasterer out, so he's going to come and do this. Had a bathroom guys out, so we're going to remove that. And then we're going to have like a vanity unit here, so toilet on the right, sink on the left. Most of this wall's coming out and there'll be a long shower tray here. So, and a wee electric towel rail there, and a nice new floor. Had to replace floorboards here. Again, this door's getting replaced. It's got all the alarm and stuff to come out as well. And then I just need to start decorating in there. And I've done, look, more filthy stuff. Then I need to, I've done the gutters at the front, so that took ages to sand them. Done a bit of gardening, but it's like about 0 today, so not much gonna happen outside anyway. Got the man coming to do the electrics. So yeah, that's progress. 4th of January.
videoing it?
So it's the end of January and we are like 99% there. Got my new lights up. I got most of my corridor flooring down, which I'm quite excited about because that was meant to be before Christmas. Did I say it was the end of January? Obviously it's the end of February. I don't know, every time I photograph or video, these carpets look really dark brown, but they're not. In real life, they're called latte. It might have helped if I'd stuck the lights on. It doesn't really feel worth it now. More nice new carpets. I actually, this window I didn't manage to close properly, so I went back up to repaint it, but I had to paint around the ladder. So I'm gonna have to do that again. Yeah, for some bizarre reason, they came out and remeasured for the flooring through here, and then he fitted it, but just the original bit. So I'm like, when are you coming back to finish it? My lovely shower room, which still has a lot of snagging to do. This isn't attached. This doesn't flush right, and there's problems with the pipes around the back, but yeah, it's kind of like very, very, very nearly there. We're still waiting for a new boiler, and we're still waiting for our electricity meter to be attached. And I seem to have a cupboard door in my bathroom. Yeah, so I might end up with a boiler in there anyway, so who knows. Yeah, so that's the end of February, and I seem to have spent like most of my life recently going to get keys cut for everywhere. So the guy in the key cutting shop is like my new best friend now, because I keep going back and being like, can't get these ones to work. I feel really guilty doing that, but I'm like, I did have other people try them, so it is a problem with the keys, it's not me. Yeah, ta-da! Did actually do some work outside, but I'm kind of in a rush, so I will show you that next time. Hopefully my final video. So gate has been painted, all of the drains and gutters and things have been painted, shed's been painted and all emptied. That's about to go to the tip. Fence has been repaired, side of the building's been painted, some of the renders fixed, this glazing panel has been replaced, all the rubbish here has moved, the oil is now working, a lot of painting going on around here. There's still a bit of soffit repair to do. Brand new door, parts of the kitchen are new, new flooring, new lighting everywhere, mainly new doors, not in there though. Got rid of the brown woodwork, all the radiators, all the woodwork's been painted, all the front double glazing had to be repaired, well, replaced, the glazing units. Corridor painted, new flooring. The electrics got upgraded as well. There's a new fuse board consumer unit. It's got its EICR. We've re-insulated the loft. Got did bits in this bathroom, so it's got a new shower, a new shower screen. All the doors and the cupboards and everything got repainted. Most of the face plates for the plugs and things have been replaced now as well. The roofer's coming back to do something to the outside of the two high up windows. Brand new electrics. This doorway's been plastered. New lights, a And this bathroom's just waiting to be finished as well. Oh, and another new door.